Oh, come on. That was a 2% chance, a 3% chance of failure. Like, there's clearly counter-spying going on, but I did everything right there. Can we just appreciate the fact that I tried to do absolutely everything right there? Honestly. Spying in Civ 6 and Ursa Ryan. Name a more natural combo. Right, we're going to go full war mode now. Conscription's barely getting us anything, and rationalism is just tickling around the sides of my science. So I'm going to put Wars of Religion in and Oligarchic Legacy. Now, you can use Wars of Religion and Crusade at the same time. People often forget this. Sumeria, I believe, follows a different religion to me. Oh no, they're currently split between a few religions, but let's find somebody else. Egypt. Egypt is a great example. Egypt follow Islam. Now, if I were to convert a city, I would get Crusade, but because the majority of their cities follow a different religion, I would also get the +4 from Wars of Religion, so you can actually get a +14 bonus if you attack and convert one city at a time. Quite difficult to pull off, but it is very effective. But that little combat bonus I've just applied here can mean that, look, I've now got 71 strength from a pretty much unupgraded Janissary, which is looking lovely. So we will go for one attack there. Do I just want to embark my units? No, disembark, I should say. Yeah, we're going to move my units around. I don't want to just leave them in the sea like that. And we'll see if we can pull this navy around by attacking from a different direction. Come on, chase me down. And I'm going to leave the builder there as well to try and get the caravel to capture that instead of attacking me. Ooh, we don't quite get the kill there, but wow, that's pretty big hit. I'm actually going to buy myself another Barbary Corsar just in this Arabian Sea. That should be a lot of fun. Just send it up and down the coast, doing damage. Oh yeah, now I can run this unit away. Come find me. Oh, here we go. Yes. Convert cities. Keep converting them. I might be able to get another kill here if I'm lucky. One attack and then two. Yes. There we go. Converted another city over. That was another wedge of era score. If I was struggling for era score, this would be the way to cycle it. I don't believe I could legitimately say that I was struggling for era score, but you know what I mean. Is that Kish taken as well? It certainly is. Excellent. More units to the front line, I say. When I say more, I truly mean more. Oh, these units are so good. How much is the maintenance cost for them? I'm pretty sure it's close to 0. 4. Oh, actually, that's higher than I thought it was. We can afford it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Charge your units into my super promoted Janissary. This thing isn't tough at all. It's not fighting you with a strength of 68 because of all my bonuses that I've added together. Yes, your Mamluks, they can clearly... I mean, sometimes the AI does use these quite aggressively because it knows they're going to heal, or at least that's kind of how I hope they think about it. They probably don't think about it in quite that level of complexity, but we can hope that they do. Phoenicia did take the bait on the boat, actually, which is quite useful. We're just picking their navy off with my naval raider. I like that. It's a fun little combo. Let's try and get this city taken now. I think I can actually move this to there, and then attack. Bam! Look at that. That's a strong attack. And in we go. City taken, and it's already loyal. Oh yeah. Means I should land my unit like so, and we can advance next turn. What's that? A bit of pillage? Well, okay then. We'll take that and that and that. Guess we better take the city there before it puts walls up. That would be highly inconvenient. It's mine. 2 more cities. I think Egypt's only now got 4 population left. There's not a lot of people living in the south. I'll be honest, we don't really mind that. I'm not building the best holy sites because I've got such a limited gold supply at the moment that I'm not buying tiles in. I'm just making sure anything we do buy is worth it. Another set of conversions, hopefully so. Not quite, but that's not far off. Actually, there is another option here. Move you to there, you to there. We've now got a nice pincer movement going on. 42 damage. Is that going to be enough? Oh, close. Oh, the Phoenician navy just snuck round the back and killed a level 4 Janissary. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. I'm sure we'll be able to just replace them by praying in more. Oh, Savia has denounced me. Dear oh dear, isn't that a shame? Especially because I need all this land as well. Still got a way to go. But I tell you what, research labs, these are going to speed everything up quite considerably. We're going to have to come back to the CYP mod at some point because there is now a new option to install puppet governments, which look really interesting. They basically take away nigh on all of the yields of a city, but it means you can sit on a city. It doesn't count towards the number of cities you have for the purposes of the mod, which is really interesting. I Do you want to check that out at some point? I reckon that would be rather entertaining. 200 gold and 2 envoys? Don't mind if I do. Actually, I did lose fairs. I wondered why I'd lost a little bit of science. That might explain it a little bit more. Well, now that I know that Machiavellianism is just a total waste of time, I'm going to take colonial taxes. 52 production, 49 gold. It's a very nice way of just making sure that all of my conquered territories on different continents are really giving me the maximum. Go on, another kill, another kill. Yes. And another one here. Do it, do it, do it. Yes. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look, we're spreading our religion very nicely now. Crusading all the way with Seraska as well. Huge combat bonuses. Carthage is protected by Renaissance walls. A little bit tougher to get through, but don't worry. We've got things that we can use for those. And they're called trebuchets. That's it, really. Nothing too exciting, but it's very useful. Just being able to spawn them in with faith. Oh, so good. And another city on Africa. And 3 ley lines. Nope, I apologize. 4 ley lines all in one city. +8 holy site. Oh, I go for +8 campus, +8 industrials. There's a lot of stuff there. I mean, I've just been building holy sites because I like Feed the World, but I mean, that's pretty cool. We might need to send a couple of traders there because otherwise the city is not going to grow. What can you do? I'm just spending a bit of time just making sure that I know where all of Hungary's cities are because they have 5 south of the Danube. No, no, no. It's a big no from Ursa. The Dutch are still in the game with 12 cities and 80 population. Wow. That is by far the best I've ever seen the Dutch do on a map like this. And they're going to accept a friendship with us as well. Perfect. Oh, when you realize how many war crimes I've got, you're going to regret that. She's going to come back from her meeting going, oh, fantastic. I've just met this lovely Ursa bloke. Isn't he wonderful? Brilliant. And her advisors will come back and be like, I'm sorry, Wilhelmina, you might want to see this chart of time on one side and Ursa's war crimes on the other. And the fact that we've had to staple about 7 A4 pages onto each other because the axis was just totally broken because of sheer numbers of war crimes. And her eyebrows will raging eyebrows. They'll raise and she'll go, oh no, what have I done? Is he at least sending me a trade route? No, he's not sending you a trade route. He's on the other side of the map. Ah, okay then. It's such a handsome looking empire so far though. So big, complicated and crazy. Oh, we need chemistry. As soon as we get chemistry, we're going to just go straight for flight. I mean, I'm tempted to go military science because I would like a military academy and cavalry. But it would mean that I can't build my Janissaries anymore. So I'm tempted to say don't bother and just go for advanced flight. And we'll see if we've got aluminium. Maybe that'll decide it for me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So, ladies and gentlemen, a quick brief view behind the curtain. The fourth wall is about to be shattered. Prepare yourselves. I was about to this stage of the game. I don't know what this is. Halfway through? 2/3 of the way through? And lo and behold, there was an update. The Caesar update. It dropped. Or not the Caesar update, but the update where Caesar was updated and Lincoln and Harold. Oh, it was wonderful, but it did very much diverge our attention. We had to quickly stop the filming and editing of this series and go, hey, we should probably do Caesar first because it's all hot potato. People are talking about it. It's cool. So it's been a few days. I'm coming back to this game now. Ottoman Empire. Oh, this game was really big. And actually, this is a good place to kind of pick this up again because what we can do is all together, we can have a quick look and see on turn 150 where we got to and what we've still got left to do. Little catch up. For me and for you, everyone benefits. First, the economy. I have 42 cities and 294 population. Now, if I look at everyone else, there are about, I would say, 7 or 8 civilizations with between 70 and 80 population. So our 294 puts us economically at the cutting edge of this game by a long way. We're not even the cutting edge. We are the blade. Everyone else is sort of the handle at this point. That is good. 42 cities as well. You can see, actually, we've got 39 of them content and 3 happy. So we're actually staying happy, mostly because of my choices. There are a few things that are all linking up quite nicely here. If my religion is in a city, I get 1 culture and 1 amenity from that city. I also get 2 housing and 2 amenities from every city, full stop. All of that is really good. There are other things that I can bring into the game that'll make that even better. I am thinking architect because we can get power grids, which means that every city gets 4 power and I get 2 amenities in powered cities. That's really good. So there are options we can piss you at a later point. Science victory, I am winning. 43 techs unlocked compared to Scotland's 34, so we are really pushing ahead tech-wise. And as you you can see, Scotland and Spain and Phoenicia are the only 3 civilizations with more than 100 science per turn. I have 427, so far, so good. Domination I'm winning. Germany is actually winning both on tourism and religion, which is crazy. I am winning diplomatically, but the chances of, us pulling that off with -20 through diplo favor, it's unlikely. Speaking of diplomacy, the world hates us apart from my 5 chosen allies. We are befriending people that we don't need to expand into. So Poland, Hungary, although I may change my mind about this one because these cities look a little bit tasty. Have I got Alliance 2 with them yet? I don't think I do. 20 turns worth of alliance though. That means we're going to get another 25 alliance points. We shouldn't go above the alliance level 2. That's good. We can avoid a betrayal emergency. So Hungary we're going to lose. France, however, is actually having a really good game somewhere hidden in here. We've got Spain that we're allied to as well. Germany and the Dutch. So Europe we're staying on side with whilst the rest of the world hates us, being honest with you. We are currently a theocracy, but we will be changing to something a little bit more fun later on. My trade routes are kind of a bit of a nothingness. We've got some to Hattusa, most of them to Scythia, but that's mainly for the gold. I may eventually set up communism and run for that. Or we could go for the naughty government of fascism. I don't know yet whether we'll need the combat boost. Could be fun. Speaking of combat, we're just about to pick up chemistry and we are only 2 techs from flight and 4 techs from advanced flight. That's always fun. Once we've got that, we will unlock artillery because we are, of course, Ottoman. My religion, doing very nicely indeed. 43 cities, providing me 2 faith per city, and we've got Feed the World and Crusade and mosques. Beautiful. Just making sure to spread my religion as we go. So far, so good. But this is what we were doing. This is what we are trying to recreate, the Ottoman Empire. So we've pretty much unified the Turkish mainland, and I'm now pushing into the Euphrates and the Tigris. I want to take the Black Sea, so we will have to take over Georgia and Scythia. The Danube isn't really the border that I was looking for. I do kind of need to push a little bit further north. So yeah, I think we do have to take out Hungary. That just take out Hungary and Byzantium full stop. That'll probably push my borders to where they need to be. And we're also pushing now into Phoenicia. So far, so good. None of that matters though. The best bit about this entire run is that we did go Hermetic order, and I do have ley lines kind of everywhere. And it's brilliant because we've got some amazing campuses with our chemical societies. We're scientific Ottomans, and I am loving it. Awesome. All feeling caught up? Everyone happy? Brilliant. I'm going to start sending a lot of my cities onto projects now. We've kind of reached that point of the game, balancing between industrial and scientific great people. I want to go to space. That's the best way of doing it. I'm also saving up my faith and my gold right now. Planes, trains, automobiles, anything that helps me with war. That's got to be the priority for me, really. Still taking cities though, and with every little city comes some more coal, some more strategics, more goodies for me. There's chemistry, and I just took a city from loyalty in the middle of all of that. Cool. Well, that certainly makes my job a whole heap easier. Not going to complain at all. Whilst I wait for bombers, I'm actually going to spend more time pillaging than I am taking cities. If we can take all the yields we can, I reckon we can get a lot of tech in a very short space of time. So that's exactly what we're going to try and do here. Don't forget as well that we can buy Janissaries in for like no money at all. These are very strong. These Mamluks just cannot stand up to them, which is brilliant. Oh, Patala Palace just got taken from me. That's not very fun. That's what happens when we try and get wonders, really. Feels like a bit of a mistake. Do we just get research labs in? I guess we probably should. Let's tech up. Speaking of, 500 science for each natural wonder hero adjacent. Ooh, well, I've already got a 2 over there, but I reckon there's at least a 4 wonder somewhere on this map. Surely there has to be. Cliffs of Dover is a 2. Is the Sahara wonder still in this mod? I think it might be, Darwin, into the desert with you. Let's go find it. Might have stolen a bit of gold. Hey, that spy survived. One in Babylon. Oh, so rare you actually see a spy mission successful for me. I'm so bad at them. Oh, we got another city. Okay, this one is the other side of the Danube. Nice. I won't be too cruel, but that is an absolutely useless city. But what can you do? You'll notice that I am turning down the occasional better holy site, but it's only because I want to keep my gold. Planes are going to make this too important. I can avoid spending my gold at any cost. That's got to be a good thing in the longer run. That's a +4 campus. Yes. Get these built. I realize it might make my unique unit obsolete, but I am just going to quickly dip into military science. Reason for that is I really want to unlock my military academies, because then I can pray in armies and corps right at the front line, and that will make a big difference to my breakthrough. Specifically, it just means that I can get better siege equipment right on the front line, and that makes a big difference. Look at all of this pillaging I can do though. So look, it's already done. Military academies built. Get my capital to build one for me quickly. Just makes a difference. It's all good. World Congress time! I would love it if I could pray in units cheaply. So we're going to give that a go, and I will say culture bomb for myself. Being honest with you, with minus 24 diplomatic favor and a world that pretty much hates me, I'm not expecting to win this, but you never know. Production. I did get the culture bomb. There we go. So unfortunately the AI can now build units a little quicker, but honestly, if that's the worst that happens, that's okay. And yeah, we're still pushing back the religion. That's really good. Flight unlocked. Can my capital build an aerodrome, even if I flip the tiles a little bit? No. No flat land around here. That's okay. We'll build the aerodrome somewhere else. After all, I'm pretty much going to be using gold to buy my planes. We have a look at all my cities. You can see that it's these ones, Nicaea, Halep. These have the most production out of everyone, and the aerodrome can easily be built in this city. Okay, there you go. 3 turns on that, and the city will be able to build one in a bit. Okay, but great. We've got an aerodrome coming. That's on the way. We're expecting an aerodrome. It's a bit expensive, but it does give me a natural history boost. There's an archaeological museum. That's the only real thing I'm using my gold on, apart from where I wanted to spend it initially. Should we get naval tradition quickly? I'll save that envoy. This always is a really good government reset. If you just want to put 1 turn's worth of culture in, just reset your government really quickly. Works well. Yeah, let's get conservation. I reckon naturalists are going to be very good for keeping my empire happy. Very good. Saving up my envoys. Might steal Fez. Or Hattusa. One of the two. Hattusa's probably the bigger risk, because as soon as I attack Persia, this is right in the middle of my empire, and I don't like that. Tell you what, after playing a huge game with Caesar, it's really weird not to see your units leveling up when you kill barbarians like this. Like, I feel like I should be killing them way quicker. Oh, it's good. You know a civ is good when you miss the quality of life from all of their abilities. Like, that's the sign of a good civ. Keep spreading the religion. Oh, close. Close. Starting to put Alcazars down now. A little bit of culture, a little bit of science. These things are like mini campuses, and especially in my less productive cities, it means that they can contribute to my empire. I'm not really needing to do anything, which is great. I'm really enjoying the pillaging though. Even if it doesn't really give me much in the way of benefits, it just lowers the defensive strength of a lot of cities, which is always quite fun. Lots of simultaneous attacks though. Egypt, 2 assaults on Arabia. Actually no, 3 assaults on Arabia all at the same time. Phoenician wars, Cimmerian wars. Planes are going to make this so much more simplified, I guess. Pillaging, pillaging up and down the coast, pillaging, don't mind me, just taking all your yields. Oh, I gambled there with a level 3 Janissary. It said that I should be able to defeat this pikeman, but it didn't, and now I'm stuck at sea with 1, 2, 3 ranged attacks at the very minimum onto an embarked unit. Oh, I'm in danger. What are the chances that unit survives? Gotta be pretty slim. Oh, saying that, look at that. We did. Oh, the boat's barely dented us. I love it. Military academy in my capital is complete, but that doesn't matter because Darwin is racing off against pikemen, crossbows, and samurai to find the wonder before he gets killed. Can he survive? Go on, Darwin. It is truly survival of the fittest. Let's go for a bit of a raid, shall we? 235 faith. That's good. Oh, some culture. Some more culture. Excellent. Head here, get some gold, and we just continue moving on. I could get the trade routes, but I'd rather just continue raiding. Oh, these courses, they're so good. Finally break through on the Arabian front. Look at that, and the loyalty is there already. Excellent. Pull my troops back. This is a great place to spawn more troops now because Arabia have been tough to breach. We can do it now though. We can do it. And I realize that if I don't have enough NITA, I can still buy my unique unit, which is really cool. So NITA management is suddenly even more important than it was before, and it was important before. There's radio. Come on. Heaps of aluminium. Heaps of it. Hundreds of sources of one source of aluminium. That's all we've got. Well, at least it's under a campus that I'm working. So I can get a whole 2 planes. Yay! 46 cities and I've only got one source of aluminium. Right, let's figure out where this is. There's got to be more. That's settleable. That is conquerable. That should already be mine. Why is it not? All right, builder on the way. That's Italy. It's nowhere near me. That's going to take ages to get to. That isn't far off. That I'm already working. That's Italy's. That's Hungary's. I can claim that later. Persia will give me that source. That I'm going to steal in 9 turns. Nice. England's, Dutch. Okay, so there's a settler needed over here. That's, you know what, that's fine. He's a bit expensive on the old gold, but it is worth it because that will now mean that I've got 6 aluminium per turn, which is 6 planes, which is a whole lot better than 2. So I don't know what it is. There is some sort of glitch at the moment with trade routes, and for whatever reason, as I get late into the game, I can't send any, which is really weird. I've got the capacity. It's a mod clash. I'll play around with it. If you know what it could be, let me know in the comments. It'd be quite handy. Like, I can renew the previous route, but I can't make a new one, which is a bit frustrating. 1, 2... Oh, yeah, I like to just the fact that you can just bypass walls without any siege equipment. That's how strong the Ottomans are. Just like, I'm going to attack you anyway. Quite literally, what are you going to do about it? Injured unit with tortoise promotion? No worries. Now there's a battle cry, core, double promoted unit. I love doing that. It's so much fun. Extra fun thing I can now do, observation balloon. That's really good. I hate that you can't pray them into existence. That's exactly the sort of thing that I'd love to be able to pray in. An observation balloon. Why not? That's what I say. So I treated myself to a few great people with my faith. I've got a merchant who gives me 3 envoys somewhere. So to Hattusa, you go immediately. And 2 engineers. Leonardo da Vinci. You're a perfect starter. 3 culture for every workshop. And I can use it twice. And I get a modern era boost. That's steel. Lovely. Wonderful. And 3 charges of Filippo, just in case there's a wonder that I want to get. There are some that I'm thinking of for later into the game. I mean, Torre de Belém, that would be useful, especially if I could use it on a useful sort of trade route city, but trade routes seem to be a bit of a problem for me at the moment. I think I'm going to actually save you for Golden Gate. For the memes. Why not? Gee, what level is this spy? Secret agent. That means I do get 2 levels of Diplo favor, or Diplo visibility, I should say. That is lovely. That'll help with my Persia invasion. Do I send it to Phoenicia? I might just... Oh, yeah, that Phoenician city's ages away. Let's do that. This works perfectly. 7 turns. Never mind. I've got a secret agent is always good. Go on. Give us advanced flight. You know you want to. Bam. We have bombers. Oh yes, you're right. It is bombers. It is wonderful. Excellent news. Now, do I get the hangar in the airport? They give me, between them, 75% bonus experience on a unit. I don't really tend to use experience on bombers, but in this instance, I'm going to set up properly. Come on, let's do this properly. Here it is, the first flyboy. Oh yes, 5 era score. It's a bomber. Which front do I need you on first? I might send you over to Phoenicia. This one is proving a little tricky to break through. He says, literally breaking through. Hang on, we may not need you over here after all. Fine, maybe I'll send you to Arabia. Huzzah! Carthage is mine, all 15 population of it. Oh, it's looking good. You know, I'm just planning my next avenue of attack on Phoenicia. What do you reckon? Shall we attack just directly into the next city? Or do you think we should approach them side on? Oh, I make myself laugh, if nothing else. Next up, oil, battleships, and then steel, artillery. Lovely. Conservation. Get national parks now. I bet there are loads of spaces for national parks in this game. There's a lot of improvements in this area, but there's so many tiles that are really, really good. With national parks, basically what you do is you spam these. Each one gives you 6 amenities. 2 to the city it's in, and then 4 to the closest 4 cities. But that doesn't really matter where they get put, because if we look at like random cities, you'll see that there are luxuries being given to some of these 6 cities. So it kind of funnels the luxuries back to the more important cities on the other side of your empire, which in itself works beautifully. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. Hattusa, bam. That is 6 envoys there. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Take over the city-state. We have a new Caesaring. But more importantly, when I inevitably sort of attack Persia, I was going to say betray. It's not really a betrayal. I think I'm pretty, straight up with what I'm doing here. At least they're not going to invade me. Hopefully, they probably will invade me. Let's be honest, they will likely invade me because likely what's going to happen is Persia's got about 7 million envoys spare. They'll all get plonked in, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. All right, now that we're on turn 157, I want to just crank out a little bit more science. So, Oligarchic Legacy, yeah, 4 combat strength and all my melee units is pretty helpful, but my overwhelming tech and army is kind of making this a little bit obsolete now. Instead, we're going to rely on Wars of Religion, and I'm going to plug Rationalism in. That's another 40 science. It probably will come out as more at that though, because the card never quite calculates itself properly. Yeah, it was actually 47 science. That'll tick along nicely, but we have some options now to throw a couple of naturalists down. Here you go. There's the first one already. Just, you'll have to believe me when I say that we have plenty of spots. Plenty of spots. My aim is to make everyone happy. I'm going to just spread them around my land, so we've kind of got them a bit everywhere, and I want everyone to be happy because then that's another 10% on all yields, and that would be lovely. So yeah, that's what we're going to try and do now. I think my bomber, yeah, I'm going to bring down to the Arabian front. That's the most tricky one for now, and as I say, as we get more and more pillaging gold, bombers are what we're going to be spending on. Oh, there's the boost for combustion I just got there. Nice. I wasn't really going to get an archaeologist, so that works nicely. One more city taken from Egypt. They had 3 cities before that. Now they have 2, and my religion just spreads with me. Lovely stuff. The wave, it continues. Rifling has been taken. Refining now. So close. So close. Tiny bit more pillaging gold. As I mentioned before, every time we get some more of that, another bomber. Well, I say that. We very much are aluminium limited at the moment. Oh, I love how many polders the Dutch have put in this area. Excellent stuff. My first national park. If you ever needed era score, this is the way you get it, by the way. Every time you get 3 era score and 4 for the first as well. Build the Taj Mahal, it gets even higher. It's crazy. My Grand Vizier's doing pretty nicely, but I do want to move Saraska away from Gilgamesh at some point. It would help if I didn't just have cuirassiers breaking these walls down. Then they're not really siege weapons, I'll admit. Actually, you know what? A bomber will help with this area. Let's move you, Grand Vizier. I would like you to be popped into Hom. There you are, like this. And then I've got a new increased range over Arabia, who's offering by far the toughest resistance. Kind of works there. Yeah, that'll do. Refining. Have we got luckier with oil than we got with aluminium? There's 1 source. That's easily obtainable. 2, easily obtainable. 3, very easily. Okay, yeah, we've got 4 easy sources, and I'm assuming the rest of it's in the desert. I think we may have a bar problem in Egypt, but don't worry, I have a field cannon ready to rock, so should be fine. But yeah, Pillage City I think is over here. What's this in the sea? Is it an anti-tank crew corps just navally invading casually? Better believe it is. All the stuff you can pray into existence. It's pretty fun. Yes, our cities are truly becoming happy now. This is good. This is what you really like to see. My second plane is going to make its way down. I think I might send this one over to Phoenicia. If I can make the jump from Argos to Carthage, which I think I can. It's quite far. That'll help a lot. Whoa. My boat is taking some damage. It's no fun. Oh, looks like there's a second Carthage. Oh well, if the first one blows up, just make another. That's often a bug. It is a bug. It's a well-known one. Often what happens is you'll have a TSL map that'll rename this city to Carthage, but it won't take it off the naming list. So then it'll get plonked down afterwards. Tell you what, Gilgamesh, I'm going to now make peace with. Sounds ridiculous, but all their cities are now over here, so I don't need to be fighting them right now, and it takes a little bit of war weariness off me, and it means I can ask for a couple of 100 gold from them. Excellent. Plus, you never know, sometimes you can get them to declare wars on people. No, it's not going to happen right now. Second source of aluminium. Seized. Sorted. Excellent. That's what you want to see. Come on, aluminium. More, please. More. Damascus falls. Oh, this little naval invasion, that was tricky, but now that we've got the beachhead, I can fly my bomber straight in, and I'm actually going to move my Grand Vizier 1 tile further in, right to Damascus, because the range here, oh, it's so much better. Look at that. Yeah, pretty much all of Arabia. Excellent. And now the bomber next turn. Yeah, that can flatten the city. Pretty much that will flatten the city. Lovely. Guess lovely maybe isn't the right word. Effective is what I should say. Damascus, by the way, was my 50th city. 50 cities. Just makes you think about how ridiculous my Caesar game was recently, doesn't it? Because this is a really effective sweep and Caesar was so far ahead of this. Actually, you know what? The tech wasn't uncomparable, wasn't it? I think in the Caesar game I got all the way up to military science, so I'm not that far ahead. Bomber, strike. I get 6 experience for that, and we're going to take Hattin immediately. Look at all these ley lines we're taking. There's our Prompt Ally. I'd left that in boost range because I was like, at some point I'm going to steal an art museum. You have to. It's too easy. And so it proved. Okay, perfect. Right, Medina, you are up next. Steel means we can get artillery now, though, which is definitely doubly exciting because I do want to get that as quick as I can. There's combustion, then rocketry? No, I'm going to go combustion, and then we're going to go through to stealth tech. Let's get jet bombers as quick as we can. You can't go wrong with a good jet bomber. Show me a game, I say. A game where jet bomb isn't the best thing that you could build. Actually, no. I mean, I guess if you're going for a diplomatic game, then you could just, vote with your bomber. Or that's unfortunate. The bomber can't reach Carthage. It's too big a jump. Yeah, so until I get jet bombers, that's going to be tricky. Unless I settle on Sicily, which is possible. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, I'll head in the other direction. I've got a bombard core now, to be fair, with an observation balloon. Once I get an artillery upgrade, that'll be a little bit more powerful. But we can start to hit these Phoenician cities with a little bit more effectiveness now. That's a 4 science Alcazar there. Oh, I love these high appeal tiles. They're brilliant. We'll keep picking them up for as long as we can. And in the meantime, oh no, is that 120 strength from my bomber? Oh, what a shame for you. Yeah, it won't take me too long to break my way through that city. Scorched Earth. Always put in total war when you have raid, when you get Scorched Earth, because if you don't, the game won't give you the bonuses. Just one of those fun little glitches you don't notice until about 9 raids later, and you go, oh, I feel like I've missed out on quite a lot there. Never mind. With that, though, we are closing in on ideology now. I'm getting more culture pillaging from Egypt than I am anything else. It's very, very useful. But Fez is useful because this means that I now start to pick up big science boosts every time I convert a city to my religion, which I'm doing way more often than you might think. Plus, that's a good ally to rip away from Phoenicia, which is lovely. 928 science we're up to now. Oh yeah, of course, Killwood just kicked in. Yes. Oh, that's such a huge bonus. I love it. Starting to pick up some battleships now. We're going to go take out Byzantium quickly. But as I pick up more gold and I produce more battleships, this Black Sea fleet will be what I use to destroy Scythia. I'm going to need more troops than I've got at the moment, but it's a good start. Don't forget as well, still converting people to my religion. Now, obviously Fez is most useful when I use my missionaries to directly convert a city. Here's a good example of that. It's 100 gold because I got the promotion and 120 science. Doesn't feel like a lot, but this is the sort of thing that stacks and adds up really quickly. Military emergency. I feel like we may be about to get quite a few people declaring war on us. Probably Georgia, Persia, Babylon. Yes and no. So Babylon has declared on me, Sumeria has declared on me, Georgia has as well, by the looks of it. Let's have a little peek. And Arabia was already at war. Persia actually voted down on it, as did Byzantium. Oh, I love that Byzantium are just like, they don't want anything to do with it. It's wonderful. Okay, we're up to touring now on scientists and engineers. This is all looking really good. We've even now taken Mecca with its Dead Sea. Brilliant. All of my units heal in one turn there. It's very handy, isn't it? And a naturalist can immediately make a lovely park out of this area. Oh, I have some oil now as well. Yes. Okay, we're treating ourselves to at least one artillery corps. It's just too powerful not to. Go on, James Young. Give me 2 good boosts. Nope, we were already so far ahead. None of them worked. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't need boosts. Should we take out Byzantium now? Oh, it's very tempting, isn't it? They're so weak. Here's bomber number 3, by the way. Ooh, which front line shall I send you to? I send you over to Byzantium, to be fair. It's not a bad idea. Just put a little cavalry conveniently by their lands. Only the one city. Dear oh dear. Medina, 11 population. It is indeed something that makes me nicely full. But that's all good. Just still bomb. Actually, there's 2 Medinas. I love this. I love it when that happens. Just, it always makes me smile. Ooh, that's 1,000 science, by the way. 1,000 science per turn. Oh yeah. Don't mind me, Byzantium, we are making a colonial war out of you. Oh dear, that's somewhat embarrassing. Well, here's her agenda. New Rome tries to build up culture like civilizations that also focus on culture. So to be honest, she probably does like me. Yeah, +6. It's not a huge amount, but it's at least something. I'm gonna just sit back and blow up some of these Dromans if we can forge a path through. And I've got more battleships on the way. A lot more on the way, actually, to be fair. Let's see what this artillery does. 101 damage without Crusade, without Saraska. Oh, that would be 121 damage with both of those things. Yeah, Phoenicia, you're gonna find this a little tricky now. I have to say, I do like the fact that Elizabeth's agenda is just called trade agreement. Oh, that makes me so happy. Would you like a trade agreement with England? It's the line, and she says it occasionally. That makes everyone happy. One more attack now on Carthage, and as you can see, we now have another +3 combat strength because our spy is in place down the other end of their empire, which is lovely to see. Just quickly do some pillaging, and can I take the city? 15 pop swing? You better believe I can. These cities are massive, and I love that. That is very handy for me. Everything may be pillaged. Don't worry about that. It'll get fixed, probably. No promises. We can't promise anything. One attack there, move in a little bit, one attack there. Yep, just blowing up the units slowly but surely. The bomber has opened up the route. My cavalry is now in the sea, which means I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 easily. Byzantium should fall next turn. Oh, I'd love to be able to trade though. This is a big problem. This is a big problem. I'll have to do a full restart of the game, see if that makes a difference. These are the sort of fun bugging things I have to do on the occasional large game. I don't mind it really. It's a small penalty to pay for what is otherwise an extremely fun playthrough. Another city taken from Egypt. They must be, yeah, this is their last one. I was going to say they must be close now. Almost. Almost. Can I actually take it out this turn? This is gonna push it, I think. One attack like that, and is that gonna do it? No! That was on 4 health. Never mind. Soon. Soon. Oh, I realize I can build the Golden Gate Bridge. It's tempting because I could do it from my capital across this strait. But this is Constantinople. This feels like the natural place to do it. So that's what we're going to do. It's 57 turns, but luckily Filippo is ready to rock. Oh, it's not going to be anywhere close to enough production. We're going to need some more engineers. But that's fine. That's exactly what we can do. We can get more engineers, more points, more everything. There's a minor attack. Sorry, Byzantium. I need your city. It's actually quite nice. Got a trade route for me. I guess trade routes aren't really important. It's got that beautiful harbour commercial hub triangle though. That in itself is quite fun. Now we need to start looking towards Scythia. Apologies, but I think war may be on the horizon for you. Quick little cheeky bomb at this tiny little one-tile city. I might as well take that. We don't want the borders to be unneat. Oh, imagine a game where we had to look up and correct borders like that. That would be awful. There's Medina number 2. I'm even building national parks right in the middle of all this conquered territory. I'm a wonderful person. I'm lovely. Here's Egypt gone as well. The game. You can feel it breathe a sigh of relief. My PC is just going, thank you, Ursa, with every civilization I knock out the game. I love it. But that is Egypt conquered and all this area. Now, you may see on my finished game, there might be a couple of like settlement opportunities, but I don't quite go for. Like I could build another 10 settlers, but they're very expensive. And honestly, I think it's quite clear I control this land. So I'm taking it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is something I try not to do too often, but I think in this particular instance is quite merited. I'm going to park this series for a little while. It's been so much fun, and we've had such a crazy run. I love looking at all the ley lines around the map. Oh, they're just beacons of joy for me. Now, I haven't quite finished the domination run, but a couple of things have propped up. A, the game is running incredibly slowly. That's fine, I can work around that, but it's also incredibly crashy. I'm not entirely sure why, maybe it's the combination of mods, maybe it's the side of the game. Whatever is going on, it is taking quite a while to film, and I don't want to just leave the series here. I feel like we're owed a little bit more from this series. So what I'm going to do is do what I've done before and give myself the time to go away and film it in my own time in the evenings. Might take a little while, but I can return showing you the game of how it finished, or maybe even I can show you some footage along the way. We've still got quite a bit to do? War with Hungary. Scythia's got to be knocked out. Georgia doesn't really have to be knocked out, just kind of the coastal areas, but let's face it, if I take these 3 cities, it's probably fine. Maybe whichever one is hidden in there. Need bombers though. These are all Georgian 400 strength walls. Nightmare fuel. Persia needs to go. Babylon needs to go. Cimmeria needs to go. Arabia needs to go. And Phoenicia needs to lose 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. 5 actually. I need to go pretty much to the gap between Granada and Fez. That's where the empire stretched to. So we're not done. But we own a huge amount of land already. 63 cities. 467 population. As I say, I don't want to leave this series unfinished. But what I need to do is go away and do some other filming. Otherwise, you're not going to have enough videos to actually have a daily video every day. It is crazy how much exponentially more time big series like this take to film towards the end of them. So yeah, upside is you're going to have another series starting immediately after this video, hopefully, so you can kick around for that. And here's when I play these massive games, I have to say, I really do hope you enjoy them. It takes a huge amount of time and effort to put on games that are this big and ambitious. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy seeing this sort of thing. If you don't mind liking the video, subscribing to the channel, all these sort of things really, really help with the algorithm. These big series, once it goes into video 4, 5, and yeah, even 6, they tank. They absolutely tank on the algorithm. People just don't like long series like this, although this is the sort of thing I quite enjoy filming. So if you could help with the interaction just a touch, I would be massively grateful. So thank you very much. We will return to Suliman. We will return and see what other governors I can pick up, because we're just about to take another couple of choices and we're only 2 turns now from jet bombers. Some more stuff to do, but you're gonna have to just wait, because I'm on to the next series. It calls me, it beckons. Ursa, come and play me. Come and play another game of Civ. Well, go on then, I will. Thank you all very much, everyone. See you next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!